Hello. I'm ranking these candies or sweets on how easy I think they would pass through your urethra. Let's get into it. Number one, we got Warheads. Notoriously sour. Pretty small, but they're pretty sour, and I think they would sting. We're gonna go for S because that's more so chemical warfare than anything. And S is the most painful, and D is the least painful. Reese's Pieces. I don't know how big they are, but I do know they would melt probably. I'm gonna put them at a D. Hubba Bubba Bubble Tape. Now, I think you could if it was like a clown's handkerchief. You could do that pretty easily. But if you have to roll it out like in packaging like a tire, then it would be probably one of the worst ones. But it's my own rules. I'm saying it's like a handkerchief, so I'm putting it at a C. Now, I think this is a 100 grand bar or 10 grand bar, depending on your tax bracket. It varies. I don't know, but it's the size of a candy bar, so probably a B. A bazooka bubblegum. I don't know what that is. I heard the name, and it looks like there might be little squares. So I'll put that at a C because I think that the edges, because it's not as rounded as the Reese's Pieces. Gobstopper, that's an easy D. Gobstopper, pretty sure they were designed after kidney stones, so we're chilling on that front. Sour Patch, not as spicy as as Warheads, so I'll put that in A. Sour Patch aren't as spicy. Now Hot Tamale, I don't know what that is, but there's flames on the packaging, so I'm gonna say that's probably quite painful. Um, Now just a heads up, guys, I'm not talking from experience. For the most part, I don't know what these are like. Um, Food wise, I don't know what they taste like or what they are like. I don't even know half of these brands. I'm just going off of what I think. I've never even had kidney stones, so I don't actually really know what I'm talking about. Now, I think that's a is that it, what is that? A bush pop? I see pop. It's a lollipop of sorts. Um, the stick would be really easy, I think, but then when you get to this part, like the actual pop part, um, yeah, I think you're in for a little bit of a struggle there. But I'll put it at a C. Um, Sweet tarts, I think they're quite small, chalky things maybe. And I'm gonna say you can grind it out and you can just expel it like that as a powder. Orange slices, that's not even a candy, so matter of fact, is there a way I can not rank this because I feel like it's against my beliefs. But if I have to, citrus in it would be kind of painful, I think. Fun dip, easy. It'd be very easy. You know, it's a powder. Once again, it'd be like the Pharaoh's curse. Um, this is a jawbreaker, which are very well. Jawbreakers can be very large, but they can also be pretty small. So I'll put a I was gonna say a B, but then again, in Roblox, random elevators are pretty big. I'll put it at a B. I have no idea what this is, but they don't look big, so I'm gonna put it at a D. Lifesaver, I think those are Lifesaver gummies. Um, Favorite candy, Lifesaver gummies, or Reese's Pieces. I got to put those together, I think. Ring Pop. Now I know that disc is me cutting you. That's gonna go in A. Free Musketeer. Hmm. It's gonna go below that bar because it's in three parts. So you get like rest, you get like a grace period between each one. Twizzler, I'm gonna go for Twizzler. I'm gonna go C. No, I'm gonna go D actually. Twizzler seems like it wouldn't be that bad. I don't think. And plus it's a rib, which is like a desired feature. Um, I think those are Jolly Ranchers. That's gonna go in easy D. Swedish Fish, also gonna go in easy D. I'm thinking Bazooka. I'm just assuming that they're not that big now. Um, hmm. Tootsie Rolls gotta go D. Okay, I think this is a Mounds bar. I'm gonna put that up with that one because I'm pretty sure they're just one big piece, right? These ones, this would be like beads, so I'm chilling with that. I don't know what a Razzle is, but based on the colorful packaging and the sunlight beams coming off of them, I'm assuming they're sour. So I'm gonna put them at B because I don't know how sour they are. Nestle Crunch Bar, they're big, so I'm gonna put that B. Okay, well those are just cigarettes. I'm not sure what they're doing on this tier list, but they'll go in D for just the shape, really. Kit Kat. That looks like a four-piece Kit Kat. Um, as long as you can break it, it would go in D. If you can't break it, it'd be one of the worst ones, I think. I'm gonna assume you can break it, but then also you have to do it 4 times. I don't know what these are, to be honest. So I'm gonna put them in D. This is like a frisbee, I think. I'm pretty sure that's just a frisbee. So I'm gonna put that at B because I assume. Well, I mean, if they use those to cover manholes in New York City, then they must be big. Dots. I'll put them in D. I think those are like the marshmallow birds. They dissolve, so that's easy. That's like a goo. Cookie dough, easy. Cookie dough's malleable. Starburst C, because I think you get cut on the packaging. Because I'm assuming that Starburst, you can take them out of the big packet, but they have to stay in the like the little individual paper packs. Which I used to eat those paper packs. I used to eat the Starburst, then I'd eat the paper. So I know that it can go for you, but I don't know if it can go for your urethra like that. Reese's Cups, I'm gonna put that C. Gushers D, they're really soft. Lemonhead, those are sour, I think. The A. Airheads, I don't like Airheads. They taste like sand. I actually prefer how sand tastes, so I'm gonna put Airheads at D. These are lollipops again, so I'll just put them where I put the other lollipops. Hershey's Kisses, put them in D. Although I'm trying to decide if I think a Hershey Kiss should stay in the packet. In packet, maybe a C, because it's foil. But I'm gonna say they come out packet, so that's gonna be D. Sour Patch Kids, A, because they're sour. And they're kids. Actually, because they're kids, they're gonna go in S, because that's kind of EDP activity. Snickers, I'll put that with the rest of the bars. Twix, I'll put that. Twix are smaller and thinner, but again, there's 2 of them, so you have to do it twice. I have no idea what this possibly could be, but it seems like it has very sharp 90-degree angles. Gonna put that as C. Milk Duds, I've had those before. They hurt my teeth because the ones I had were too solid, so. But they weren't that big. There's a whole box of them. I don't know. Hard decisions. Definitely very hard decisions to make. Sorry, I was on my phone for a second there. Fireballs, well, any sort of magic and spells I don't think should be coming out of you. Plus I think they have cinnamon in them, which is kind of, I don't like cinnamon. So I'm going to say that that's probably one of the worst ones. Milky Way, that's not how I know a Milky Way bar to be. So I'm going to say that the Milky Way should be in B. Lollipops again, I don't know what they're trying to pull on me. They're the same free photographs. Lifesaver, hard candies, I can see that says hard candies. Just a little, like, slightly harder than the gummy ones then. Pez are small. Pop Rocks, now, call me a misconception, you may think Pop Rocks are easy because they're powder, but they explode, and the combustion will cause extreme internal damages. Next up we got Ecstasy. I really don't know what that's doing here. Wait, I got sneeze, sorry. Excuse the improfessionalism. I'll put that at D. Although that might have like some effects on you mentally, so I'll put that at C actually. Mike and Ike's, that's D, easily. M&M's, they're gonna go in D, and Jelly Beans will also follow. Just because they're all both very small, and all 3 of these are like pill shaped, so that's easy. That's smooth sailing. Whoppers, they're like, I think they're soft on the inside, and I'd be worried that the pressure would crush them. I'm gonna say C. These are, I think these are these are small Coke bottles. I think these are like gummies. I'm gonna say, well, I don't know what I've done here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna say D. Skittles, D. Heath Bar, that looks like one of the most unappealing things I've ever seen. I'm gonna go B just on that. Laffy Taffy. The taffy that makes you laugh will go in C. Skittles once again, for some reason. Gummy Bears. Well, I saw the Goosebumps movie, and I know what gummy bears are capable of, so they're gonna go in B actually. A Baby Ruth Bar. Pretty sure that's a baseball player. Here, bro, have a tongue. Ignore the notification sound, please. So I'll go in C. Candy corn D, just because I think that'd be fire. Not fire, but it'd be like fine. Almond Joy, I don't know what that is. It looks weird, so I'm gonna put in B. This, I don't know, these kind of look like they might be sour, but the texture, like the rough texture, I feel like would be very painful. So I'm gonna put them in A. And these look like you could buy them in a sex shop for the reason, so I'm gonna put them in D, at least painful. And a Hershey's bar, a classic, a staple of American childhood, which we all obviously went through. I'm gonna put that at B. Alright guys, that's my tier list. S being most painful, D being least painful. Make sure you guys like and comment, subscribe, and share this to your friends and family. And if anyone wants to try out any of these flavors, put your experiences down in the comments below. And if we get 10 likes, then I will try one of them. Alright, that's about it. That's about all I have to say. Heads up though, I'm not sponsored by the Real Manchester. That's just an advertisement. Goodbye. Enjoy your day. Goodbye. Please subscribe.